God creates the fishes in the sea and the plant life and all the animals and the human bodies. And then through the human form, the human mind, including thought, the universe can create things that wouldn't be there without the human co-creators. So that's desire as such is really an egoic phenomenon. When you create beyond ego, it's not so much a creation out of desire, it's a creation because desire implies some kind of lack. Creation comes as wanting to give from the fullness that you sense within you. It's something wants to be, the way I perceive when I wrote the books wanted to come out, and I could feel it wanted to be created. It's not so much that I had a desire to write a book. The book wanted to come, and so that is creation when it's does not come from ego. The desire of the ego, as I mentioned earlier just now, if you look deeply, it is a disguised desire also for God, for spiritual realization. But those who are trapped in ego don't know that what they are really looking for is not the bank account or the house or the car or the recognition from others or the fame or whatever it is that the ego thinks would give it fulfillment. What they're really looking for is themselves, a fuller version of themselves. And and who are you in your essence? You are the source. Who you are in your essence is consciousness itself, which is if God is the sun, so to speak, and an analogy, then the light of the sun is, the consciousness is the light of the sun. God is the source, the unmanifested, of which you cannot speak, because whatever you say is a distortion. It's absurd to speak of that mystery. As the Tao Te Ching says, you can't speak of the Tao, and nevertheless we are speaking, and nevertheless the Tao Te Ching did get written in words. And the people who are impelled by egoic desire eventually experience frustration and suffering, even if they attain, and particularly if they attain whatever they desired, because then they realize, no, this doesn't seem to work. I still feel this unfulfillment, perhaps even more strongly when you no longer have anything that you could mentally project yourself to and say, when I have that, I'll be okay. And so when you have everything that this world can offer you, some people do, not many, most people are want that, desire that, but those few who do, I've met a few, who have everything, and they can either realize the futility of desiring things that ultimately cannot give them themselves ultimate fulfillment, ultimate satisfaction, a sense of permanency, vibrantly alive inner peace. These things can't give that to you. But in the meantime, as long as the ego G's don't know that, they are free to practice manifesting. They are free to practice, okay, I need to manifest the car, I need to manifest the house, I need to manifest this. And they, to some extent, it can work. You're a little bit hampered when you're coming from ego consciousness, so your powers of manifestation are limited. Nevertheless, you have some. In addition, what the ego also manifests, of course, it's its own dysfunction that comes with the house and the car. So what we're not mentioning here is that while the ego can manifest a house and a car and whatever else it wants, it will also manifest the drama in the marriage that's in the house, the drama with the wife and the husband in the big house. That's a side manifestation of the ego, that it hadn't planned that, but because of its inbuilt dysfunction, it also manifests continuous conflict around whatever else it manifests. So it's and eventually you realize that this does not provide you with satisfaction, and then you begin to awaken.